The most important skill in AI automation is no longer technical. For years, building an automation meant knowing complex tools, understanding code, and dealing with technical setup. A real barrier for most people, but this barrier is gone now. With Claude Code, you just describe what you want and it builds it. It's literally this simple now, which means the skill that actually matters is knowing what to automate. That's it, that's creativity. In this video, I'll show you why Claude Code is something that everyone should use right now, and how to actually develop that creativity that makes it so powerful. And if you don't know me, my name is Amir. I've spent the last 3 years deep in AI, tested hundreds of tools, built over 500 automations for my own business, went through every hype cycle so you don't have to, and right now I'm teaching people how to use AI properly, without the noise. Alright, let's get into it. So, the 3 stages of AI automation evolution. Stage number 1. It was probably like 3-5 years ago, code. You need a developer, it's extremely expensive, slow, high barrier to entry. Learning time is literally years here because you need to know a bunch of programming languages. And the main bottleneck here was not what to automate, but how to automate. Like mostly you need to think about the realization of automation itself. And what most business owners were doing, they were just hiring some developer and paying them enormous amount of money. Then waiting for a couple of weeks because building something manually is extremely time-consuming process. And then, yes, they were getting their automations. It was working, but then the world switched to stage 2, which is visual platforms. It's probably last 2 years, I would say. Zapier, Make, anytime my favorite. It was way easier. You could learn by yourself absolutely no matter who you are, build for yourself some beautiful automations. They are easier, but you still needed some technical skills. You need to know what JSON is, how data flows, how to deal with APIs, with MCPs. Yes, for sure, it's nothing comparing with stage number 1, when here you literally need to know how your computer works. When JSON, data flows, and APIs, it's nothing. It's nothing to learn, and learning time here was literally 3 to 6 months, when in stage number 1 it was like, I don't know, 2-3 years. It was fine, and I've actually spent a bunch of time learning these tools and get pretty good results with them. But right now, world switched to something new, and this something new is Claude Code. I'm going to show you it in a bit, but it's just a monster. It's a beast. It's a beast. It's such a great technology. First of all, here is a description of it. You are just describing what you want in plain text and it builds it for you. And learning time is less than 1 month. To be honest, 1 month is even too much because it's literally like a week. It's, I don't know. If I will explain it, you will understand it within an hour, because the way it works, the way it's structured, it's super simple, it's super understandable, and yes, it's just the cutting edge of technologies right now. I'll show it to you in a bit. Right now, here are still a bunch of guides on YouTube about these stage number 2, but yes, please don't learn them. Right now, you should be focusing on Claude Code, because actually Claude Code can build automations within these platforms. It's just a small spoiler. You can literally tell Claude Code to build some automation on Anytime and it will do it. Because Anytime works on JSON, Claude Code can easily write this JSON, so you no longer need to learn it. What this actually means is that technical barrier is gone now. Anyone can build an automation, no experience needed, absolutely nothing. The structure of Claude Code is extremely simple and it's just a masterpiece. I don't know what can be better. Anthropic is just crushing. So right now, the only thing left is knowing what to build, not how to build anymore. Because for example, even this whole diagram was generated by Claude Code, and to teach it generate these diagrams, it will probably take like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But on stage number 2, about stage number 1, I'm not even talking. It's not possible to write and code some automation that will generate these diagrams. On stage number 2, right, it's probably possible, but it would take still weeks to, first of all, understand how this data should be flowing between different platforms to eventually transform into this diagram. But in Claude Code, I literally told it I want you to be able to build automations on Excalibur. It looked up for information, and then I said, boom, I now can do it. I just asked it to build some diagram and it built it. Then I literally texted like, build me a diagram showing the 3 stages of AI evolution. First one is code, second one is visual platforms, third one is Claude Code, blah, blah, blah. And it built it within 5 minutes. So you should absolutely be learning Claude Code right now, no matter who you are. Because right now, the only limiting factor is creativity. All right, let me show you my setup. Here we are in my VS Code. It's an ID. If you're not familiar, you don't even need to know what it is. So let me show you my project. Here it is, looks pretty small, but if we open these folders, there are actually a bunch of things. So the structure is pretty simple. Yes, don't get intimidated by these folders. They are pretty simple. The main value lives here in this .cloud folder. Here I have these skills. Here are a bunch of them, like 10 or 11, I'm not sure. But actually, actively, I'm using only 3 or 4. I'm using this Excalibur diagram. It's the one that generated the diagram from just a minute ago. Then hooks generator, script writer, and weekly competitor report, and YouTube ideation, so 5. Others I'm using that occasionally. Let me actually show you how it works. For example, I have this Excalibur diagram skill. What I need to do is I just need to open Cloud. Let me quickly do it. Let me close this thing so we can see him. Great, here it is. I already have a prompt ready, so I'll just paste it. And send it. Prompt is saying generate diagram showing what skills someone could build depending on their type of work, marketers, IT specialists, and etc. Now let's wait. Yes, as you can see, it picks up this Excalibur diagram skill, which is right here. While it's generating, let me quickly explain you what's going on here in this project. So basically, this project is my console, I would say, where I automated like 80% of my business right now. Let's take my business as an example because it's my console, like obviously. So I'm a content creator. My main tasks are what? Generating ideas, writing scripts, writing hooks, analyzing competitors, generating visuals for my videos. And all these things are here. You can see competitor analysis, Excalibur diagram, script writer, weekly competitor report, YouTube ideation. So what I'm trying to say is that previously, I needed to keep all the things in mind. For example, in order to analyze my competitors, I needed to go to YouTube, Instagram, all these places, check what they're doing. That to generate hooks and scripts, I needed to have a bunch of projects in Cloud or ChatGPT. For generating visuals, I needed to do it all manually from different places. I needed to go back and forth for putting it all together. But right now I have just this console where I can do everything from, like, literally, and any business owner can absolutely do this. You just need to identify what processes can be automated in your business, and this thing will automate them for you. Previously, I used to have like, I don't know, hundreds of Chrome tabs open with ChatGPT, Figma, Photoshop, Cloud, Excalibur, what else? A bunch of things. But right now I just have this stuff and I don't need anything else. That's what I'm trying to say, and that's the real edge of technologies right now. So you can absolutely learn it. All right, it's done. So let me quickly open it. Here it is. AI skills by role. Let's quickly check. Marketers, AI ads copy and A/B testing, automated audience research, SEO content optimization, campaign performance reports, A for coaches and consultants, A client onboarding, personalized action plans, session notes and follow-ups, lead scoring chatbots. These are just examples generated by AI. So what I can do is I can pretend that I became a marketer, and for example, this AI ads copy and A/B testing, I can go back to my Claude Code and say, please create a skill that will generate an AI ads copy and somehow A/B test it. I don't know how it will do it, but it will do it for me. That's the most important thing. I don't need to know how this thing will work, but it will make it for me. It's so easy. That's the main idea. If you know what to automate, you can just literally tell it, please automate it for me, do it, build it, and it will do it. It's so powerful. Now let's talk about how to actually develop this skill, this magical creativity that I'm talking about right now. First of all, I would like to say, if you just like me learned N8N or Make or Zapier or any other visual platforms for automations, don't worry, you didn't waste your time. You now understand how data flows, what JSON is, what API is. That's a really valuable base. Now you just need to add Claude Code on top, so no worries, you didn't waste your time. But if you just want to automate something for yourself, here are a couple of advices. First of all, study what large companies are doing or what your competitors are doing. For example, if you're a content creator just like me, I don't know, you can literally steal all these skills that I built because they're extremely easy to build. You can just literally go to Cloud and say like, hey bro, I want you to be able to generate hooks for me, or I want you to be able to write scripts for me, or generate these Excalibur diagrams, or whatever the heck you want, and it will just build it for you. So check what your competitors are doing. There are a bunch of value there. Second, ask yourself, what do I do repeatedly that costs me both money and time? For example, again, my business, I'm constantly, again, I already said a bunch of times, generating hooks, scripts, visuals, analyzing competitors. For example, I didn't tell, but I have an automation for analyzing competitors. I have a huge list of my competitors there, like 15 or 20 of them. I'm just clicking one button, asking it to run this report for me, and it does it. And what it does, it analyzes all their social media accounts like Instagram, YouTube, and it builds me a very beautiful table with how many videos they posted, how many views they got, how many comments, all this stuff, what were all their videos about, what is the trend over last week. And then it analyzes their success and tells me, like, look, this and this guy, they record a video about this, probably you should do it as well. And so I'm doing. That's a huge thing. So yep, you can just analyze yourself, like what you're doing manually, and ask Claude Code to automate it. And the last advice, even if the process can be fully automated, just partially still do it. Like, again, my example, writing scripts, all my scripts are written like half by me, half by AI. I would say like 20% of me, 80% by AI. Because for sure, ideation and the positioning is on my shoulders. Like, I'm telling it what I want to tell in this video, how I wanted to style this video, but then it does all the hard work for me, and it saves me an enormous amount of time. And even if all your tasks in your workflow can be automated only partially, still automate them. Because if one automation, for example, saves you like 30 minutes somewhere, then second automation 15, third like 20, it all compounds. And then eventually at the end, you save a bunch of time, a significant amount of time. That's also valuable. So just know what to automate. If you don't know what to automate, go study your competitors, check what you do manually, and then ask Claude Code to build it. And it will build it. The bottleneck is no longer a technical skill. It's knowing where automation creates real leverage in your specific work. Claude Code is the most powerful infrastructure available for it right now, and absolutely anyone can use it. Again, no matter who you are, whether you are a student, some IT specialist, a marketer, a content creator, you can build a dashboard for you that will save you a bunch of time. That's the whole idea. You are literally telling what you want to automate, and it automates it for you. Right now, inside my community, a Growth Forge, I'm building these systems personally with you. We figure out together what we can automate in your business and build it. Link is in the description. Thank you for making it till the end of this video. And as you see, I just started, so any kind of support would be highly appreciated. And see you next one.